Monday morning of the 11th week of the van build. That's 11 weeks of 7 days per week trying to get this bloody thing done. Last thing on Sunday, we put the fridge in. Wasn't straightforward, funnily enough. Some of the bolt holes didn't quite line up perfectly. Anyway, so there's a bit of mucking about there. Got the microwave in. It's a shame that it's white. That wall down there is going to be dark blue. This is going to stand out like dog's balls, but hopefully at some point I can, I don't know, paint it, vinyl wrap it. I don't know, I'll work something out. Got one of the panels on the wall of the shower. Still got the plastic on it so you can't see its lovely shiny finish. The shower base hopefully all sorted out now. Everything's looking pretty reasonable on that. So being the 11th week, this is our last week. We move out of our house this week. We've probably only got 3 or 4 days this week where we can actually work on the van. Our biggest priority is finishing off the aluminium composite panelling in the bathroom. So got the complicated curve one here, worked on that for about 4 hours yesterday. Only got to that stage. I've got a few more trims to do because it has to go around the back door and all that sort of crap. Over there we've got a big sheet and we're going to have to go buy another sheet. So probably this morning we'll run off and buy another panel and then we'll spend the rest of the day cutting the panels out and hopefully get them all glued in. I don't think it'll happen today, but ideally I want to get them all glued in today. So we're really on a schedule now of just getting the minimum done, what we need to jump in the van and drive off. Obviously it's going to be far from finished. We won't have hot water, probably won't have the diesel heater working, just a few little bits and pieces that are kind of essential for living in a van. First stop will be my mum's house where we're going to offload a lot of our furniture and store it there, and then probably spend the rest of the next couple of weeks building the van. So this won't be the last build video. There will be a few more coming, but they will sort of spread out a little now because we'll be doing a little bit of travelling as well. Just trim up the final bit of aluminium composite panel for the shower, and then we've got to get on with the kitchen splashback. That one's going to be a little bit tricky. These ones are relatively squared. Still taking hours to do each one. Kitchen splashback's got curves and things where it bumps into the side of the van. See how good my measuring skills are. Typically quite bad. The top one's off. How? I don't know. That's the one I moved up a little bit higher. Had I not moved up a little bit higher? It's better. Righto, that's on. Yeah, I don't think we need any more. That's enough. Well, there's a serious clamping job. Not the easiest piece to try and hold in place. Anyway, hopefully we've got it. We'll see what happens in the morning. I'm using this Liquid Nails Rapid Cure. It's a polyurethane. It's not black stuff. It dries relatively clearish, as you can see on the top there. Actually seems to glue quite a lot of stuff. Like I've got these plastic panels here hidden behind the wooden panel there, which were the original panels on the side of the van, and having a lot of trouble sticking anything to those. This Rapid Cure seems to work, so only problem with it is it's quite runny, so it doesn't have much of a grab factor when you first put it on, hence all the clamps everywhere. There's, normal polyurethanes will grab your work and then you can just leave it there without clamping it. This one you definitely need to clamp it, it's very runny. Difference is it dries in about half an hour, then you can take all the clamps off. Normal polyurethane, the black stuff I've been using, Flexiseal, it's wet for weeks. It really takes a very long time to cure. Another gloomy looking Tuesday. We're down to the last few days before we have to get the hell out of here. So we got all the aluminium panelling in, still got some temporary braces and things in there, but all the panelling is all in place now for the shower. So you might notice the kick panels have changed colours. About 7 o'clock last night we realised we had a fair bit of aluminium panel left, so I decided to cut it up and remove the plywood that I'd cut up already for the kick panels and replace it with the aluminium panel. So I'm at the point now where I just need to sort of focus on moving out of the house. So I've still got a few materials I need to chop up. Plan for the ceiling of the van involves like slats across the top coated in or covered in vinyl. So I'll probably go ahead and cut all those up. These are the old side panels for the van that came with it, so I'll slice all those up. But really I've got to sort out this garage, so everything needs to be in boxes and removable. I better get onto it. Alright, Wednesday morning, just doing little bits and pieces now. You might notice my garage is looking a little bit tidier. Bought some timber bath mats from Bunnings, which I'm going to use as the duckboard for the shower. So I'm just going to modify those. A whole lot easier than building my own. And $27 each. It's probably cheaper than buying the wood anyway, so. And as for this thing out here, that's my diesel pickup for the diesel heater, so that I get onto the fuel tank. I've just illegally blocked the footpath, which hopefully doesn't piss off too many people, but I'm going to crawl under there today and whip out the fuel tank. It's almost empty, so I need to pretty much do that now. Right, well, the tank's dropped down, sort of. So I put the pickup in next to the sander unit. I managed to poke this through the hole next to the sender there to catch any swarf that fell through the tank as I drilled a hole in the tank. Last time I drilled a hole in the sender unit and mounted the pickup there, but this time there wasn't enough space. I think my pickup's a lot bigger this time. So you can see it mounted just on the edge of the tank, right next to the sender, just there. A rubber hose running down, and now I've just got to grab my fuel line, take that over the other side to the pump. It is mounted over there, and hook it all up and then turn it on and see what happens. Well, we've got numbers. We need to work out how to purge it. I need to get all the air out of the line first. I've sucked through to the filter, so we've got a little bit of fuel up at the pump already. Alright, so it seems you just push the up and down arrows at the same time and the pump starts pumping. I don't know if you can hear it ticking away, but it's ticking away quite happily. As soon as you release it, it stops. I better go check and see if the fuel's got through. So I might have to get Lexi to come and help hold that down for me while I watch things. It appears the gas turbine is doing its thing. It's an interesting one, I haven't seen that before. It must be an internal temperature or something. Oh yeah, we got one there. Nice. Right, so I've got a pile of sawdust and one slightly dodgy looking duckboard. Yes, there's a bit of a big gap there. Unfortunately, my whole angle thing is coming back to haunt me. Anyway, never mind. This part looks good, don't look over there. A somewhat crisp Thursday morning. First day of frost we've had this year. So we are getting to the point now where there's not a whole lot to talk about. Today I'm just going to buy some more rubber feet to go under that just to give it some support. All my building materials stacked up on the bench there. Skip forward a few days to Sunday and it's rubbish removal day. As you can see, most of the garage is all packed up. Well, no, all the garage is packed up now, apart from this big pile of garbage. I got Jack of the Transit, so I decided to buy another van, start again. Not really. Good old hire ace, doing what Toyotas are probably best for. Cut rubbish to the tip. Sorry, no, not really. I wouldn't put rubbish in my Ford. So 9 o'clock on Sunday night, the removalist sent us a text message saying they'll be here at 6 o'clock in the morning. This is our bedroom, so I guess this is officially our first night in the van. Big trip out to the driveway. And tomorrow morning we'll go out and move all the stuff out and start driving up to Sydney. So that's going to be the end of the full week build videos for now, and a few interruptions as we go forward, but there will be a few more bits and pieces coming up on the builds and probably a bit of travelling as well. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it all, and see you in the next videos.